Hello and welcome to another Monday message with Alpha Omega Health and Fitness. My name is Brandon Ortega. I'm your head coach here with Alpha Omega. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I also want to thank you guys for your positive feedback, for those that have watched the past few videos. Everybody that's given me their criticism, I appreciate that. I take it to heart. I'm doing my best to make the adjustments and improve myself. Today is Monday, December 5th, the first Monday of December. It is officially the holiday season. Although Thanksgiving might have been the launch of the holiday season, but it's the first Monday of December. Now, as we approach the holidays, we approach Christmas, the New Year, I feel like it's the perfect time to start talking about those New Year's resolutions. Yes, the famous resolution time. Those plans, those resolutions that you may or may not have been putting out for the past year or more, hopefully not. But specifically, I want to talk to you guys about resolutions and more specifically goals, and setting goals appropriate for the new year. Some of you guys may think that I may be jumping the gun a little bit. It's barely the first week of December, but I say get a head start on those resolutions. Get a head start on achieving those goals. Instead of putting it off for another month, just get started today. Instead of putting it off for another month, just get started today. The statistics show that, unfortunately, that many people who do have these big plans and big goals and resolutions that they're finally going to accomplish, they're finally going to get their dream job, they're finally going to lose all this weight. Unfortunately, not many people actually have an action plan and follow through and accomplish their goals, and they're lucky enough to see any progress even through the first month, January, February, and then even then, a lot more people start to fall off by that time. So I don't want that to be you guys. I want you guys to really focus and take to heart what your plans are for the new year, what your goals are, the impact you're going to make, the value you're going to create, and the difference you're going to make in your life and the lives of the people around you. Now, this video is going to be on goal setting specifically. So I'm going to be going into the benefits of goal setting, how you should be setting goals, and what types of goals you should be setting for yourself. Now, I'm a firm believer of setting goals, visualization, which is another topic for another day. But goals really are just a mental representation of our ultimate outcome, where we want to go, who we want to be in the future. Now, the big separator, the dividing factor that sets people apart when they achieve their goals is whether you're just going to think about it, whether you're just going to set these goals, and the people that actually take action in accomplishing their deepest desires. I could talk to you all day about how important goals are, the importance of setting them, what to do to set goals and go about achieving them. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. You have to take action. You have to create that plan, create that roadmap to reach your ultimate goal, to accomplish these goals. It's no coincidence that today's young professionals and even professional athletes prioritize setting goals and visualizing their ultimate outcome, their desire. Now, before we go any further, like I said, I want to give you some practical examples to goal setting. So I want you to take the moment and visualize some goals that you have for yourself, big or small. Think about the big picture right now. What do you hope to accomplish and hope to experience in this next coming year? In what ways do you want to improve your mental and physical health? What bad habits could you possibly think about getting rid of or changing this new year? What's a new skill that you've been putting out that you want to take the time to learn in 2017? In what ways can you improve relationship-wise? Or even where do you see yourself professionally this new year? Now, you can close your eyes. You can simply just think about these goals, these deepest desires that you have, but take the moment to really focus on where your mind is leading you, where your biggest goals are. All right, now that you've thought about it, now that you've visualized your goals, where you want to be in this next year, I want you to take the time to write these down. Find a notepad, just any piece of paper, pen, pencil, and write these down. You don't have to worry about keeping them organized. Just these thoughts that you generated in your mind just right now. Write them down. Now, just below that, I want you to write the letters S, M, A, R, T, E, R. Smarter. Some of you guys may be familiar with this little exercise, taking the mnemonic of SMART. S, we have specific. M, we have measurable. A stands for attainable. R stands for relevant. And T stands for time. Now, I've taken this a step further, created smarter goals by adding E and R. Now, E is going to stand for extraordinary, and R is going to stand for risky. So for your main goal, the biggest goal that you want to achieve for this new year, I want you to write down specifically what that is. Now this is where we're going to get into detail. For example, say you want to lose 20 pounds. Go into why you want to lose 20 pounds. What do you want to feel like? How do you want to look? Do you want to lose 20 pounds of fat? Do you want to just lose 20 pounds of fat plus muscle? So take the time to write specifically, get into a little bit more detail, what you want to achieve with this goal. So let's keep that example. The next step would be M, measurable. How are you going to measure these goals? Are you going to be able to lose a pound a week? Are you going to be able to lose 2 pounds a week? Do you want to lose 2 pounds in a month? How quick, how slow? How are you going to measure progress, whether you're moving forward or whether you're moving backwards? How is it measurable? Now let's take the next letter, A. Is it attainable? Do you have 20 pounds to lose? Realistically, are you 20 pounds overweight? Can you see yourself accomplishing this goal sometime this year, within 6 months, 2 months? Now you're not going to lose 20 pounds in a week, at least not safely, so that's obviously not an attainable goal, losing 20 pounds in 1 week. So for A, write down if it's an attainable goal and how so. Now for R, you're going to write down, is it relevant? Is it rewarding? Are you going to receive some benefit from it? Can you do without 20 extra pounds? Are you going to feel better? Are you going to look better? Write down if it's relevant. Write down how you will be rewarded when you achieve this goal. Now T, time. How long are you going to take to lose 20 pounds? Do you want to lose 20 pounds over the next 12 months? Are you going to lose 20 pounds in 6 months, 2 months, 1 month? Write down or give yourself a time frame to drop this weight. Mark it in your calendar if you have to. Set daily reminders, something that's going to keep you accountable daily. Now E, extraordinary. Now let's say you can afford to lose 20 pounds, but what if you have another 10 pounds to lose or another 20 pounds? Push those boundaries. Do you have that extra weight to lose? Now this isn't overly dramatic, but the reasoning behind this, one of my favorite businessmen, entrepreneurs, Grant Cardone, he goes into this in his book 10X, because when you set those goals that are just absolutely just out of this world, extraordinary, you're going to surpass those little goals. If you shoot to lose 50 pounds, you're going to lose 20 pounds, and it might be easy, not to sound cliche, but I like that little saying, if you shoot for the moon and you miss, at least you'll end up among the stars. That's true in this situation. If you shoot to ultimately lose 50 pounds, you're going to lose 20 pounds almost like it's nothing. Now R, risky. This kind of ties into extraordinary, but set these goals that are really going to push your boundaries, that are going to push your limits, they're going to take you somewhere that you haven't been. Now I don't mean to risk your health in a sense, but I mean when you set these goals, when you take risks, when you push those boundaries, you're going to see what you're made out of. You're going to push your absolute ultimate limits. It might take some experimenting. It might take trying a new diet. It might require joining a new gym. It might even take risking some family time or extra leisure time to avoid eating out or going off of your diet. But set these goals that are going to be a little bit risky, that are going to be able to push your boundaries and really show you what you're made out of. Now that you've written down your smarter goals or your smarter goal, I want you to write down this next step and the goal setting process. Now this is when you actually write your goals down, when you actually state your goals, state them in a positive manner. Instead of saying, oh, I'm going to stop eating chips, I'm going to stop drinking soda, say you're going to start eating more fruits and vegetables, you're going to start eating healthier, you're going to start making better changes. Now the next step, in my opinion, the most important step is setting your action plan. Like I said at the beginning, you can have all these goals, have all the desires, all these hopes and dreams, but if you don't do anything to achieve those, if you don't take action, take daily action, then realistically, unfortunately, you're not gonna get what you want. You're not gonna be where you want to be. You're not gonna look how you want to look. I want you to achieve these goals. I want you to look your best. I want you to be as light as you were back in high school. I want you to fit in those old pair of jeans. Now this is obviously just related to fitness, but I want you to take action daily. Set an action plan. Now we can go into a whole actual video series of setting action plans, but I want you to really sit down. Take a look at your goals, think about your ultimate outcome, and what are you going to do to achieve that goal. Now you can do this for any type of goal resolution, of any size, small, big, 1 month, 6 months, 10 years. You can do this over and over and over again. And I believe it's important to set smaller goals within your big goal. So you can start off with daily goals, with daily action, or even like a weekly goal. You don't necessarily have to think 5, 10, 15 years down the road right now. However, you can work up to that. But when you do start thinking bigger, when you start thinking more long term, this process, this whole goal setting exercise can be used for setting all types of goals. Now, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope it's beneficial to you. I hope it got you thinking about your New Year's resolutions, your goals for 2017. Now, we're just barely touching the surface with goal setting in general. I could do a whole series on setting goals and things like that. So this is more of just a general synopsis, a general overview of setting goals and really accomplishing and attacking those resolutions for this new year. Now, I want to thank you again for tuning in for the Monday message with Alpha Omega Health and Fitness. As usual, please leave a comment with your feedback, positive criticism. I take a look at those. I'm going to do my best to make those adjustments and improve weekly myself. Again, I thank you guys for your support. For those of you that have joined the community, that have purchased your Alpha Omega shirts as well, I appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Alpha Omega _HF and on Facebook at Alpha Omega Health and Fitness. I hope this video provided some value to you and really encourage you to think about your New Year's resolutions, your new goals, and I hope that you can actually apply some of these principles and use them to accomplishing your goals. And with that, this has been another Monday message with Alpha Omega Health and Fitness. Brandon Ortega here, and I will talk to you guys next week.